Where are we going? Huh? Where are we going? Kata Beach, that's where we're going. Not going to Kata Beach, have you? Right. So I thought we'd have a change today and we'd come down to Kata Beach. It's Tuesday. Normally we go down to Anyon because it's our day off. We go in the morning. I don't know where Shadow thinks she's going there. Going to jump over the wall. There's a big drop the other side. Fair play to her for trying. Changed her mind once she saw the drop. Actually quite a few people on the beach, which is nice to see. A lot of locals come down to the beach, being a long weekend, the bank holiday, the King's birthday. I want to try and get around the island. I am currently trying to train her to sit on the scooters rather than in the sidecar, so we can go a little bit further afield. And that way it gives her a bit of a change, different beaches she can explore and enjoy. She loves the beach. It's quite strange really, because when we first started to take her to Nahom Beach, when she was only very small, she was very scared of the water, which you can see on previous videos. But now she's very much the opposite. In fact, you can't get her out the water. She goes in there by herself, loves the water, loves to run around on the beach. You can see people cleaning the beach. Nice to see, just down there. I know they've been advertising at various different beaches, beach cleanups that you can take part in. I'm going to go along to one of those and give them a hand to clean up the beaches. Right, come on then you. Let's go in the water. Come on. Shadow. Yeah. Oi. Go on then. And have a swim. Big waves here. Have a look at the flags. No red flags out. Oh, there is. They've got the red flags, but I'm not going in far anyway because of the camera equipment's not waterproof, so we're only going to just have a paddle. Normally when we go down Anyon, she'll have a swim in the sea. Good exercise for her. Great beach this is. Love Kata Beach. Fantastic for families because, as you can see, I'm quite a way out, but it's very, very shallow. Ideal if you've got younger children. Doesn't drop away, but of course you've probably seen my other videos on Kata, etc. Some big waves coming in though. I don't fancy going too far out. Of course, being low season, getting a few storms over here, getting a bit of rain on and off, but again that's going to help with the reservoirs, help to fill them up. I have noticed on the way into Kata lots and lots of places now for rent and for sale. Obviously a lot of businesses closing down permanently by the looks of it, so not a great picture over here at the moment, with the borders still currently closed. People still wondering when the borders are going to open. We had an announcement about the visa amnesty, I think it was last week, that they've now extended it for another 2 months, but they have made it clear on the announcement that this is going to be the last extension. People that are currently here on visas that are either expired or due to expire before the amnesty finishes, they are now advising people to make preparations to leave the country if they need to do so, if they can't make a year extension. So people that are on tourist visas or maybe multi-entry visas that are expired because of the entry and they need to leave, like what I was doing last year and the year before, then obviously those people need to make arrangements to leave the country or change them over onto a year extension, which is basically what I've had to do, because obviously at the moment with the borders closed I can't go out the country, but I've changed that now onto a year extension, so I don't need to leave the country to do that, and now I'll just do my 90-day signing, which is going to be easier. One of the reasons why I like the other visa, it gave me a chance to travel around, of course, see different places, so I like that. I like being able to go in and out, but obviously with the current situation that's not possible, so I've had to go for the year extension, and that's what I've done. Personally, I consider the visa amnesty and extension an indication that Thailand is still not currently ready to open its borders, and they're not thinking opening the borders at the moment. I'm not quite sure. A lot of people are asking me when the borders are going to be open, and honestly nobody really knows, to be honest. It's down to the government, but I'm thinking to myself that it's very doubtful that the borders may open this side of Christmas. Doesn't look likely at the moment. I may be wrong, they may change their mind and they may open the borders November, December, I don't know. But I'm sure there's going to be a lot of restrictions when the borders do finally open. So that's something to bear in mind. But for now, we're down the beach, we're with Shadow. That's playing with the ball with her. Gonna have a bit of a run around. We're gonna have a bit of fun. Hopefully it's not gonna rain. As you can see, some dark clouds there. Great for her to have a run around. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Yeah. See a load of people just over the back there doing the back line, cleaning all the trash up. It's nice to see, taking care of the beaches. Lifeguards just here on duty as well, I can see. So I've mentioned earlier, red flags out today, so really no swimming, but there are quite a few surfers out there. There are actually quite a few people in the water that I can see just over the back there, and down the other end of the beach as well. There's quite a few people in swimming around and that, surfing. So the lifeguards sort of accept that people want to do surfing when the waves are bad, but they're not so keen on people swimming because, of course, as I mentioned on previous videos, there are some quite bad undercurrents on this side of the island of Phuket. So all the beaches like Kata Beach, Surin, Patong all have undercurrents during the low season. Looks like the locals that are doing the beach cleaning. I do see on Facebook from time to time posts where a lot of the expats come together, help out with the beach cleaning. As I mentioned, I want to try and go on one of those when we have one local that I know beforehand that's taking place and happening. 3 dogs just coming down, Shadow taking a look. She's quite well behaved now. She's not too bad. German Shepherd there by the looks of it. Oi, 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 oi. Not good. People out walking the dogs. Big German Shepherd there taking a look at Shadow. No. Growling for some reason. You don't normally do that with the dogs. What's the matter with you? Huh? Huh? Not your beach, is it? It's shared, girl. Yes. Okay, we're going to go a bit of a wander down the beach. Give her a bit of exercise. There is a bit of thunder in the distance that we can hear, and it's actually spitting with rain at the moment, but it's only very, very light. Nothing to worry about. As I mentioned, there was some rain last night. We had some showers yesterday evening and late last night, but it's starting to clear away now. A little bit of grey cloud over the back here, but it is starting to clear away. So we're going to have a wander down the beach. No, Shadow.
No, not you.
Come on, not ball you. Clouds, you're sitting on the top of the mountain there. Very nice. Some great waves today for the surfers. I didn't think Kata Beach was that good for surfing, but it looks like it gets some decent waves. Not that I'm a surfer, don't know a lot about surfing, I'll be honest. My friend Pete, he's big into surfing at the moment. He's upgraded from the bodyboard now to the full-size surfboard, so he's getting quite into it now. Of course, he's over Patong that way, a little bit further up just from Patong. There's a good area that he was telling me about that's good for surfing. They get some reasonable sized waves there when there's obviously stormy conditions. But it doesn't look too bad here today. I know I've seen a few surfers out there taking advantage of the waves. Of course, in the high season, Kata Beach, beautiful, calm, flat seas, lovely place, come swimming. Really safe beach to be swimming on in the high season. Not so great in the low season though, as I've mentioned. Does suffer with undercurrents this side of the island, so it's worth bearing that in mind. Some surfboard places I can see there on the beach. Quite a few. There's actually one down there. There's one further right down there. So there's 1, 2, and we've got 3 so far. Actually 4, 5, 6 I can count on the beach, where you can, looks like you can hire a surfboard. I don't know how much they are to hire. I might go over and ask in a minute on the way back. Give you some details if you're interested in having a go. I can see bodyboards there, and then the full-size surfboards. So it's always great to know that there's some places on the beach if you haven't got your own. Of course, if you're coming on a holiday, more than likely you're not going to be bringing a surfboard unless you're a professional surfer, of course, and you're traveling with your board. But if you're just coming on a holiday and you want to have a bit of fun, then there are some places where you're going to be able to hire the boards from. I don't think they're that expensive, but as I say, I'm going to ask in a minute when we make our way back down the beach. People taking some pics over there with the surfboards. Let's hope the sun comes back out. It's still spitting with rain a little bit, but it's a nice day actually. When it rains over here, it's not really a big issue because the rain's not cold. I remember I used to not like the rain in England, very cold and miserable, but over here I don't seem to mind it so much. It actually quite refreshing at times, helps cool things down, makes it a little bit better. However, I do find that after the rain has gone and the sun comes back out, the humidity then really starts to climb, so you sort of suffer afterwards. One of the big things that I'm not keen on over here is the humidity, but of course that's all part and parcel of it. Now, as we've been walking down the beach, we've just noticed a jellyfish, so you need to be careful if you're out here in the low season. There are jellyfish about. Just get reported on the local news. Of course, if you're going out there, no, Shadow, stay away, go on, right, go on. It's worth bearing, Shadow, it's worth bearing that in mind. So there's a larger one there and a smaller one here that's been washed up on the beach. So of course, if you're going in the water, just bear that in mind, that there may be some jellyfish in the water at this time of the year. It's July now, coming towards the end of July. Another one there on the floor I can see. So quite a few here. I have seen them on Anyon Beach as well, and Kokad and various different beaches. Not going to be nice if you get stung by them. Now they do have some quite dangerous ones over here. I don't know everything about jellyfish, but I know that in the waters around by Phuket there are some, I believe, box jellyfish, which are quite dangerous to say the least. If you get stung by them, it can be quite serious. So you need to be aware of that if you're going to go swimming. Just making our way now towards the northern end. I actually just want to have a look at this inlet because it's for some research on a video that I'm currently working on. Well, I've been working on it for a few months, but of course with the current position over here, I've sort of halted work on it, but it's the first chance I've had to walk down the northern end of Kata Beach. Of course, the beaches were closed for a while, so I've said to Nat, we'll go and take Shadow a walk so she can have some exercise along the beach, and at the same time I can just have a look at where this inlet comes out along the beach. Well, it's not an inlet actually, it's from a canal that runs through Kata. So we're just making our way down there, and then on the way back I shall call into one of these surfing places, see how much the boards are to hire, give you some info on that if you're interested. As you can see, quite a few people in the water here. Okay, we're just getting towards the northern end now of the beach. I don't think I've actually come all the way to the most northern part of Kata Beach before. I just want to come and have a look at this outlet, inlet, whatever you want to call it. It's actually a canal. I want to have a look at the water that's running out of here. Now, obviously, it can be quite wide because it looks like, whoa, I'm actually sinking. There, Shadow. She's gone straight in there. So I'm guessing it comes up to here, the outlet, when there's more water running down it, but at the moment it's only very narrow. The water doesn't appear to be very dirty. Now there is a reason why I've come up here to have a look at this, because one of my subscribers mentioned some time ago that did I know about the pollution in Kata coming from the canal, and this is the canal. It runs from out of Kata town basically all the way and exits here into the sea, as you can see there, and it's situated at the northern end. I am currently working on a video about it, but of course because of the situation over the last few months, I think it's cleared up, because there's no tourists over here, there's no places open, so they're obviously not emptying their waste into the canal. They shouldn't be emptying the waste into the canal anyway. One of the subscribers said that it was in quite a bad state, and when I came over about 3 or 4 months, well, it'd probably be a bit longer than that actually because of the situation. It was about a month before all the borders closed down. It didn't look too good, but I couldn't get down to this part of the beach at the time. Actually, thinking about it, it was right when the borders were closed, because the beaches were closed, so I couldn't get onto the beach to have a look at it, and that's one of the reasons why I've come down today. But of course it's been quite a few months with the situation, with a lot of properties closed, etc., hotels, restaurants, and it looks like the water's cleared up. Right, I'm going to make my way back down to the southern end now. I'm going to go and ask about the surfboards as we're going back down. Still drizzling with rain, not too heavy. It doesn't look too bad, that water now, it cleared up. It just shows you that with all the hotels and the restaurants being closed, they must be emptying something in there, the grey water or whatever. But of course this exits onto the sea here in Kata, so that's worth bearing in mind if you're coming to Kata Beach. Maybe stay down the southern end, away from it, if that's something that bothers you. Okay, well, we're just coming back down the southern end now of the beach, and that's going to go across and ask these guys just behind the camera how much the surfboards are to hire. But just bear in mind that of course on Kata Beach, normally in the high season you don't get a lot of waves, to be honest. The best time to surf on Kata Beach is sort of now. As you can see, you've got some decent waves, so you're going to be able to do some surfing, but in the high season it's very still here. For the big board, for the full size, and then the body boards, 50 baht per hour. Is it the same price in the? I know it's low season at the moment. Is it the same price in the high season or not?
No, different. High season, no wave.
Yeah, I know.
No,
but if nobody hire them in the high season at all.
No, got no wave.
Okay, all right, excellent. All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah, come.
2 hours 300 นะ3 hours 300
สามารถเก็บเวลามาได้
Oh, you can set the time.
Okay, so it depends on how long you want to hire them, depends on the price. So the hire them per hour, and the price per hour again, sorry?
200.
200 baht, but if you want 2 hours, it's 300 baht.
2 hours here.
But okay, so you get it. So the longer you hire it for, the better the price. How much for all day?
All day. This moment, it's for foreign people, 400 baht. It's Thai people, 300.
Okay, so for Falang 400 baht, Thais 300. Okay, thanks a lot.
No,
Cheers.
Normally, like if like not COVID stuff, like normally like 800 baht for per day, but
Okay.
now we can go down. How we can.
Yeah, okay, I understand because of the situation.
Oh, yeah.
This I think can teach also.
Oh, you teach as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Normally we teach normally 1,200 baht per hour.
Yeah.
But now COVID 800 baht per
800
hour.
baht per hour
After
for
that,
teaching.
We start here, but we not start the time here. We start the time in the water, 1 hour full time, 1 hour. But sometimes if customer not able get standing up yet, we still keep going to until the customer is standing up.
Ah,
And we
okay.
happy, they happy.
Okay.
And then after that, you can have the board for free another 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you don't want to use
Shadow?
today,
No.
if you're getting a little bit tired already, you can save the hour for free for tomorrow or the after tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Whatever you comfortable with.
Excellent.
And
Okay.
we got if you want to put the bag, we have can put it say in the shadow in that yellow tent stuff.
Okay. Excellent.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for the info. Okay. Khop khun krap. So there you go, you've got a bit of info on the boards if you want to hire them. Of course, as the guy said, high season, he doesn't really hire the boards out because there's no waves on this beach, so there's not really much point. But if you're over here in the low season and you fancy having a go at surfing, the guys on the beach will not only hire you the boards, but you can also have some lessons off them. Of course, the prices are going to vary depending on exactly what you want. The longer you hire the board, the cheaper the price. So if you just want 1 hour, it's going to start at 200 baht. And then if you want 3 hours, it's going to be 300 baht. So already you've saved 100 baht and so on. But you come down, let the guys know what you want, and they'll work out you a price. There is a little bit of discrepancy on the price as regards Phalang and Thai prices, but you do find that all around the island, and then you can decide on if you want to pay it or not. That's entirely up to you. There is a debate at the moment going on about they're trying to get rid of the dual pricing system out over here. How that will go, I'm not quite sure, but at least you have some info on surfboards now. You decide to come over here in the low season and you fancy having a go. Okay, well, we're just coming back down to where we'd put our beach mat and towel down the southern end of the beach. I'm going to be making our way back home now. So I hope you've enjoyed this little bit of a personal vlog, really. Quick look at what's happening at the moment on Kata Beach. I'm going to go to Karon Beach with Shadow next week on our day off. Just have a few changes at different beaches and see what's going on the beaches currently at the moment in July/August. Of course, we're just right at the end of July now, and then we're going to be moving into August. Well, until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.